Hi, I'm Robin,
And I'm Kristen,
and we are back.
part two
Part two.
of
Yes,
of our part two discussion. I feel we have literally spent a whole month on ARIRANG.
as well we should have,
I will
if
spend the
not
rest.
more.
I will spend so much more time on here.
Because I
But
mean, we had the concert, the first concert this week coming up Wednesday.
not
Yeah.
this week. It was last week because this is now
Oh,
Monday the
okay. Yes. All
the
right.
whole 16th.
Yes.
No, just kidding. It's not the 16th. What
No,
day
it's
is it?
it's it's it'll be the 13th.
The 13th.
The 13th,
Yes,
right?
that sounds about right. I think. Yes, because yes, Friday was the 10th. Okay. It's not really the 13th when we're recording it, but it's the 13th when you're hearing it.
when you're hearing it, it'll be the 13th.
And
Yes.
we are not good at not being on date. So we're going to work on that.
Yes.
But we're going to jump into the second half of the album, and we left off with 2.0, and naturally we should move into number 29. However, there are no lyrics to analyze. But I think it's kind of interesting that there is a fan chant for that track. So,
You know it?
well, it's their names.
Just
Yeah.
like the okay.
I haven't heard it. I think there's some people who have like instructional videos that go through all of the fan chants, and there's a fan chant for every track. So
For every track?
yeah, every track has a fan
Okay.
chant.
I got some learning to do.
Well, just start with their names, and you've got about 95% of it.
95% of it. Yeah, okay.
So we're gonna go into Swim,
Yes.
the title track, which I did not think I would have much more to say, considering I said quite a bit, last time. But here we
had
are.
a lot to say.
Not a lot, but I had something.
Okay.
So do you want to go
ahead? I said great, love it. It's my happy groove. Happy groove. It drew me in with the visuals of the music video. Then the full showing at the comeback concert, I tied it up and delivered it on a platter for me. That it was it was really good.
I don't know if these are exhausted ramblings or if they have some legitimacy to them, but I'm gonna tell you what I thought. So starting off with Arm's verse, we have my notes where this verse talks about searching for the good or the peace in this world and not finding it anywhere. This feeling is what you could experience when you feel the weight of the world crushing you and when you feel like giving up is your only option. But then you go into Sugar's verse. This is the moment when you surrender to the overwhelm and decide to make sense of the struggle and reconsider how you fit into it. Instead of trying to escape, you dive in, letting it guide you rather than fight it. And then going into Hobie's verse, now in the water and drifting with it, you start to see how you can alter and impact your situation, sort of regaining control of your destiny. And then I ended with, you were never lost. It was never hopeless. You just needed to choose to swim rather than drown.
Okay. I told
just keep swimming.
I told you that. Remember when I told you that?
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't exhausted ramblings, but a replaying of your voice in my head.
So that happens, huh? Once in a while.
I guess.
Yeah.
So yes, that was my take on Swim. I love the music video, and I remember having a whole theory about what it meant when I saw it before we actually ever saw the lyrics. Mm-hmm. When I was just looking at the visuals, and unfortunately, I don't even remember what that explanation was.
Because it wasn't the explanation, so you had no.
Apparently, I had more. I had more.
Yeah, you had no use for it anyway. So
yeah. And then next we got Merry-Go-Round.
Merry-Go-Round, yeah.
And I don't have anything.
Merry-Go-Round. I was telling you, I started putting this on repeat to play over and over again, because it
kind of like a merry-go-round does.
Yeah.
Clever. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Really trying to put yourself in it.
Right in it. But it there's a lot of emotion. I put that down. At first I said, I put that I recently started listening to it on repeat. I said the loop of going around and around with different things that we face in our lives is real, and not the case just for a few, but for all of us, from time to time. The emotions are spoken and heard as they sing both merry-go-round and in roller coaster. So they, when they make those references to the merry-go-round and the roller coaster, I hear the emotions in the song. The pain, the broken roller coaster is like a broken roller coaster, and maybe I don't have myself to blame. So it does. They're doing a lot of expression of certain emotions, that when you're going through a situation and you're going through the progression of the situation, or the process of the situation, not progression, the process of the situation, you feel certain things, and at times you feel like you're just going over and over until you can get the answer to that, before you can move on to the next thing that will get you out of the situation that you're going with. And I put here, when Sugar talks about of questions with no answer, there's no progression, there's no resolve in that. And then it says, there's a in the chorus with Jim and JK and Jim, it says, I do my best, but I can't slow down. They can't even. It's not even slowing down enough for them to think through the process.
Which I think RM talks about. Again, thoughts on thoughts. I'm thinking about how to stop thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Keep smiling till it's over.
Yes.
Yeah. I can see that. I think I'm not sure why I didn't have anything to contribute to that. I mean, I felt like it was very self-explanatory. Feeling stuck on this endless cycle, going through the same motions day after day, right. Appearing to be something that's bright and fun, but really you're just a cycle. Like, you're just a circular motion that just does the same thing over and over again. What's the purpose? I feel like it's a loss of purpose, or an unclear purpose, because merry-go-rounds look fun, and they look, they have a look to them. But once you're on it, and I don't know about you, but I never really cared for merry-go-rounds. I think I rode one once and I was like, this is boring. Like, I'm looking at the same people around me. Nothing else changes. Yeah. And I'm sitting on the same thing. No matter
how big it is.
No matter how big it is, you're still going around and around in the same track. You're seeing the same people, because the same people that are waiting are still going to be there waiting the entire time you're riding. Nobody, it's not like they change. Your scenery doesn't change. It's the same trees you're passing. Yeah. The same gate, same ride operator. Yeah. Like, everything just it just becomes a blur, because what is there to even look at? And all it's doing is just going up and down. And like, after the first round, that it loses its appeal.
Well, even as you're sitting there looking at it before you get on it, in a sense, what's going to happen. Nothing changes. There's not a shock value to it.
But I think when you're standing in line waiting to get on, you at least see the different things you can ride, and you're like, I want to ride that horse, or I want to ride in that carriage. And then you get in it and you realize, like, what difference would it have made? Yeah. What difference? This pink horse is no more exciting than the blue one. And the only difference between the horse and the little carriage is that I could sit more comfortably without something in between my legs. I don't know how else to say that, but like, you're literally sitting on something, straddling something, versus just sitting in a chair. Like it's
yes, that's what you're doing.
That, oh my gosh, this is a PG show. We are not going there.
I'm not
but
there.
but the thing is, when you're looking at it in anticipation of getting on, you have hope of what it's going to be. You have options, and then you get on and you see that the options really aren't options. Everything's the same, just different colors.
You know what I wonder? And I'm surprised I didn't look into this, but it didn't pop in my head until you started talking about the actual physical ride itself. I wonder why the merry-go-round was created. What was the goal?
I don't think it was a goal. I think it was just a simple pleasure. What I wonder is why it's still here. With the creation of all these other rides that you see in these theme parks, why is the merry-go-round still here? I need someone to explain that to me, because like I going to Disneyland and you have all of these exciting rides, but right smack in the middle of Fantasyland is a huge freaking merry-go-round, and it's just like, why is that still in operation? I don't understand the draw. Maybe because it's one of the few, rides that like younger kids, like toddlers, can get on.
Maybe.
And maybe that's why it's still in operation, because seeing it through it, like being a toddler and being on it and experiencing it, I guess it's exciting. Yeah. I didn't ride it I don't think I was that young the first time I ever rode one. I think I was a little bit older. I think I was in elementary school.
But the funny thing about it is, it's dead smack in the middle of Fantasyland, and it's a fantasy of some sort for something.
For someone,
but
not me. I am not the target audience.
Think about it. I mean, there's towns that have, in their square they have a merry-go-round.
Yeah, like carnivals and stuff like that.
Carnivals is a big thing at carnivals too. So there's something about the ride that and even V had
his inner child.
Inner child, yeah.
And they reference a merry-go-round in one of their music videos, and then they re-reference it again in Yet to Come. I can't remember if it's Spring Day,
but it's really something about it, and that holds, I don't know, a mystery or truth or
a fantasy.
Yeah, or a fantasy of what it's. But in all, we still have that cycle that goes on within our lives with certain things that we deal with. And so what goes around comes around. It eventually is going to come back around.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it'll stop,
and you'll get off and go on a roller coaster.
Hopefully it's not broken. Yes. All right, moving on to Normal.
Yes.
This song, it broke my heart the first time I heard it, and I remember we were having issues playing it the night it came out, because for us it was a Thursday night, the 19th, and there was issues with the internet, and so we didn't have the connectivity. So we never heard this song that night.
That's right.
I didn't hear it until I was on my way to my work event the next morning.
Yeah.
And I had a long drive, so I was like putting this on. But I just remember like wanting to pull over on the freeway and cry, and I was like, no, Kristen, you can't do that, because you have to get to a destination by a certain time. But yeah, it broke my heart the first time I heard it, and it still does. Like every time I hear it, I still feel that little pang, in my heart for them. And I don't know, like there's certain moments within us learning them that I immediately got defensive and just wanted to protect them.
Yep.
I was just like, how dare you hurt them? How dare you say those things?
Yeah.
Like when you see, Jimin with the death threats that he was getting, and you just see how, I remember I didn't watch the live. I just saw clips of it, but the clips of him in that live where there were hate comments coming in towards him, and you just see his face drop, and then the other members start noticing, and then you see their reactions, and I just remember RM's jaw clenching, and I was like, oh, they are pissed. But but Jimin, like, you just see the life just drained out of his eyes, and that broke my heart. Yeah. And I don't think I'd be able to watch the actual live for a while, because I just, that feeling of that moment, and like they've all had those moments, where I just wanted to like hold them and tell them it's okay, they are loved. But this song, yes, this song did that to me. And when you go into verse 2, not that there's no weight in emotion in verse 1. Jimin always delivers a very emotional, moment in whatever part he sings. But verse 2, you've got all three of the rap line, and I put this verse hits so hard. Thinking about all of the public scrutiny and private anguish, the rap line is the foundation of this group, since they were the first to join and the original. Technically, they are the original BTS. Right. And then having them give their experience with the ups and downs of this life without interruption felt purposeful and impactful. And I think about the fact that normally when you have these songs, there's one member of the rap line does a verse, and then you'll have the vocal line come in with their pre-chorus and their chorus, and then another member of the rap line does their verse, and so on and so forth. Right. But to have them go back to back, all three of them uninterrupted, just a straight flow, J-Hope, Suga, RM, to give their point of view about being BTS, being in this industry, and an accumulation of the good moments, but also the moments like Aliens, where they're being disrespected, the moments like 2.0, where even though they are saying like, hey, this is our time, it's our comeback, we're going to take back what's ours. The fact that they have to keep defending their place, like they're in the 13 years, guys. Yeah. Just give up and let them, like, let it be known that you are recognizing them for what they are, which is the best. Yeah. And just this constant like need that some media outlets, some haters have to keep trying to disprove that they are great. And I don't know what else you want from them. I don't know what else you want from their fan. Like, what else do you want? I don't know what it's going to take, but apparently neither do they.
They want their 15 minutes of fame, and they're not going to get it. I know your feelings about it, because that's why I look for the happy times, because I know of the pain. I don't know the pain, but I know of the pain that they've experienced in this 13 years. And
even before then.
Yeah, and sometimes, no matter how good it's going,
there's always a shadow.
There's always that thing standing, that cloud, that shadow that causes you to kind of get that lump in your throat, or that feeling in your gut that it's not really as all right as it seems.
Yeah.
And you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay. I'm good.
So it's really difficult to have them go through this, and then have it become their normal.
And that's I think that's the thing that broke my heart the most, is because now, like, even though you can hear the pain in the way they deliver their lines, it's their truth, but at the same time they can't, that this is what is normal for them. Like, it's not going to be truly normal. Like, they're going to have to deal with this as long as there's going to be people trying to put them down and belittle them. And I just hate to see it. So
even at the concert, the comeback for JK.
Oh yeah, that situation with whoever was threatening him
some
on
female,
yeah.
yeah, as he was on stage. That hurt me so hard, so much so that the angle that I first seen it from was from a fan cam, and then I went back to see it.
Kudos to the fan cams because
You guys did such a good job.
The quality and the like knowing where the mark was, you knew what we wanted to see.
Yes,
and
yes.
I love that you showed Netflix how to do it. Thank
y'all
you.
Were there for it.
Y'all out here doing the real job.
That's right. Yeah,
but
that's right. That's
yes,
right.
It was the fan cam.
Yeah, it was a fam cam, and then I watched the concert again to see it, and I seen it, and it was just, but V just kind of stepped in and pulled him away from the threat.
And notified security.
First notified security, and then went and pulled him away, and just kind of kept him by his side, and so that he would know that he was safe. And it's just, you can't just leave. Listen, the golden rule that we've all been taught throughout our lives: if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Okay.
If you cannot do something positive or say something positive or be positive, be quiet. Don't do anything. They just like they don't interrupt your life, don't interrupt their lives. Leave them be.
Yeah, you don't have to listen to them.
They're
not forcing their way into your ears.
Exactly.
I never understood that. Like, why are you going out of your way to be mean to somebody you have a choice not to listen to?
Exactly. So, you know what?
Make it make sense.
Make your choice count.
And I know that was a free concert, but like you sit there, you took the time to go through the whole process of getting a ticket. You stood in the line, you got close, and for what? To threaten him? Like, I just stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home. It was a Saturday night for you. You could have done anything else that could have brought you joy. Why did you choose that? Like, I don't understand. But anyway, that is their normal, and that is the saddest thing in the world, and it just breaks my heart. But anyway, like animals. Like animals.
Yes.
You want
it's alternative rock, which is, it's nice.
I think it's also the way Sugar's song.
Is it? Yes, it is Sugar's song, because I remember seeing the video as the notes that they were hitting in here. They were running through it, and so Sugar was there like, no, and even Jen at one point he started. He was like, no, I'm not there, and he did it again. No, I'm not there. But it was I like the way they performed this. I like that there was no choreo for this.
It was just them sitting around. It was just
them sitting around and singing, and it was good. And this the one that the rap line was singing. Yeah, yes. Okay, yeah. This is it, and I like that. But I put living without restraints, embracing the primal instinct and breaking free from social expectations. Personally, for me, if this is how that would sound, let's do it. So if they were breaking free from the social expectations and working within their primal instincts, I'm down. Let's just do it, because it was raw. There was vulnerability. There was emotion, rather than logic, and they were living passionately. So let's do it, because I like all of this. If those are what we're working in, those are the guidelines. If that's the road we're traveling, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm gonna start off with my end notes and then go back through my song notes. So I put, this song is an invitation to surrender. Like Swim, the idea of freeing yourself continues. Here they plead with you to not only let them in, but to let yourself go. Trying to be perfect is exhausting. Trying to appear completely put together closes you off to so many people. Be wild, be untamable. There are so many others out there underground in the wilderness that are living their life unapologetically now because they followed Jin's siren call and decided to let go of control. Yeah. When you go into verse 1, I love how his verse starts the song saying that not only does he want to know you on a deeper level, but he is in no position to judge you. You are completely safe with him. Going into RM's verse, it shows you that even when you try to bury your true self, you'll be met with others like you. So just drop your guard and feel free, because that is when you can experience beauty in life. And then when you end with J-Hope, it says, now you've released control and let yourself give in to your wild, and you see everyone else's animal. Welcome to the pack. And take a moment to let that all sink in. But yes, Jin's vocals in this song, oh my god,
they were good. They were on point.
I should never be surprised, but no. it always shocks me when he just pushes himself a little further.
That's what I was getting ready to say. It's not the surprise, it's the joy of seeing him push himself forward
and succeed so beautifully. My god, I love it. I love his voice. Okay, moving on to They Don't Know About Us. They don't know about us.
They don't know about us. Reminds me of this reminds me of
he's got the writing problem now.
I didn't know what it was. Okay, the beginning with when Jimin, that I was gonna say reminds me of song recordings from the 40s and 50s. I love the intro and the outro to this song because it has that old radio sound,
which I love that his when I found out that was Jimin's voice, I was like, no. What? There's no way. I was like, it doesn't even sound like him, but the more you listen, yes, it does.
Yeah.
Jimin also, his voice is just amazing, and I absolutely love his versatility. But go on.
Yeah. And then I put that verse 1 explains what this song is about. If you want to know, just talk to me. We're not what is being projected out there. We're just 7 men doing our thing and striving to be the best that we can be, working hard, focusing on what's important to us, and spreading love, joy, realness, and hope.
I put this song, to me, sounds like they are confronting all of the excuses that were made for their success, dismissing the fact that it is them as 7 parts of a whole that created their success, and it can't be replicated or manufactured. Now, after being mocked, ridiculed, crapped on, and still rising, their reception is different, and they're seen as heroes to their country. I love Hobie's line at the end of his verse because he highlights how media and haters have claimed that they aren't the same, how they let success change them, when the truth is the haters and media perception of them has changed. They are still the same 7 normal boys. So the line I'm referring to is, you said we changed, we feel the same. And I remember seeing a video where somebody was asking, like, how do you interpret that line? And it was like, do you see it as you say we've changed and we feel the same, as in we agree with you, or you say we changed, we feel the same. I don't remember what the other option was, but I remember thinking it was the first one, that they agree that they have changed. But now as I reread it and I listen to it in the context of the rest of it, it's no, you said we changed. You're saying that about us. Well, we feel the same way about you. We feel you changed. And that was, now that they are having, now that they are being praised for whatever, in this moment, because it is always moment by moment. It's never continuous. It's always like, oh yeah, let's praise them until they do something and we can bring them down, and then they don't find anything. It's like, okay, well, let's continue praising them, I guess. And I feel like that's the way, that's the cycle that they are, perceived in, and they go from being like, oh yes, they are heroes, and then something happens. Somebody spreads a rumor, makes up a scandal. And that's the other thing, like the fact that a made up scandal or a rumor gains traction like that before it's fact checked.
Yeah.
Like there's such a push to bring down idols, and I don't understand it. But whatever, that's not my country. So it just takes one person saying something about them to the right people, and then this story takes hold, and then they got to go through this whole defense of themselves, apologizing for nothing. And then, as soon as that passes, however long that takes, they do something that makes the country proud, and they're like, oh, heroes again. And I just think that cycle, it's not about BTS, and how they are. I think they stay the same regardless, whether you like them or you don't, they are who they are. Yeah. And then you are the one that's changing based on how you want to appear to their fans.
Right.
So that was my take.
That's it.
But that's it. Okay, one more night. We had some disagreement about this one. I think this one, yeah. Okay, so I put.
Yes, we did. Yes.
I said this is that grown BTS stuff.
I can see it. I can see it.
So I said, aside from the obvious, which we're not going to talk about because we're PG here.
Yes.
But if you know, you know. I love how this song shows how these sort of moments and connections stay with them, inhabiting their dreams and consuming every minute of their days. And I felt that because I think for us, like in our culture here, not our like Black culture, but I'm talking about like American culture. You have these moments of connection, between two people, and there's always one person who's doing the fantasizing and the yearning, and they're openly talking about it with their friends and stuff. And then you have another one who's trying to seem too like cool about it. They're like, oh, it's just nothing. Or they may not feel anything at all. Mm. If you're in a heterosexual situation, usually, not always, but usually it's the woman who's having this sort of response to a shared connection with a man. And usually, stereotypically, the man is very nonchalant about it because they're not going to show that really had that the woman had that kind of effect on him. Yeah. But here you've got them talking about like, hey, can we repeat that night because it had an effect on me, and I love to see it. Yeah. This song is not about ARMY. I repeat, this song is not about us, and I don't care. I'm looking directly into the camera. I do not care what anyone says, including them, because I know that they say it's for publicity. But this song is way too intimate. It's way too intimate to be about fans. It's not about us, okay? It's about a lover, and I fully support it, and you need to as well, because these are grown men.
Yes, they are.
They are grown men doing grown men stuff. Okay?
And let's leave it there.
And I'm just saying, grown men doing grown men stuff, let them be grown men. Not everything's about us.
And then again, I said it is about us.
And this is where we disagree, and I stand my ground.
That's cool. I said it's our fantasy, it's our love letter, it's our message of love and thanks for remaining by their side. It's us.
Because
it's us. It's us. No,
Why? If it's about us, what does the tub have to do with anything?
Well, we have to be clean.
No, it's not. It's not about us. Now,
as soon as you said that, though, I did think of that line.
Exactly.
24 hours in the tub.
In the tub for what?
24 hours in the
No, I don't care how much you love Army. We do not have that kind of impact on you. They are grown men. Let them grown man, okay? let them do what grown men do, and let them express how they feel about what they're doing as grown men. I rest my case. Anyway, please. Please. This one, first off, oh my God, the yearning. I knew this was going to be a yearning. I knew this was going to be one of those songs that
just by the title.
Yeah, we're not going to survive. We're not going to survive. And this is giving very much R&B.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I did not have many notes on it, but I will say at first I thought I was like, this is also not for us, but you know, it could be. I can see how this one could be for us, but I could also see how it could be for a lover, for a significant other.
Easily.
It's one of those gray area kind of songs. But if they said it was about us, I'd believe them.
I said it's about their longing for Army. I said that it's fearful of losing someone special. It's an emotional battle, wanting nothing or no one to come between them.
Yeah. Like I said, it could be either or. There's a couple of notable parts that I had to mention. The first one is in RM's second pre-chorus, right after he says, "I need you like all me, all mine," and that little chuckle, which everybody is saying is Yoongi, and it could be. It could also be RM. I don't know. Either way, I love it. Love the chuckle. The other part is when you get to the last chorus and when they say, "Baby, oh please," and then JK just does that please run. I lost my sanity. It went out the window.
It's like, it's gone.
And I was like, that sound, like the way he says please, that was like, I was like, oh, that's okay. That's that open vest in the rain 90s R&B moment, music video moment. That's that, like, baby, come home. Like that was that. I was like, oh man,
you were like 6 in the 90s.
YouTube is still a thing. But also, even I was like 6 in the 90s. Not all of the 90s.
Not all of the 90s.
And we'll even say early 2000s. But like I knew about some stuff. I didn't know about some stuff, but I knew of some stuff. I knew some stuff existed. I didn't know what it meant, but I remember it. I remember the rain pouring. Like that was a very signature R&B move in the 90s. In like late 90s, early 2000s, was the whole like standing outside their window, begging them in the rain, rip the shirt open and get down on your knees and like, baby, please. And
it wasn't just the 90s. You had people talking about in the rain.
Well, no, I'm not saying the rain. I'm just talking about the whole move of ripping open your shirt, exposing your bare chest, which was a sign of vulnerability, dropping to your knees as the rain falls on you, and she's looking at you like, do I give this man a chance, or like should I just call the cops? You know, like it's. And then it's always a confession, like, I know I cheated, I know I did you wrong, but baby, take me back. And, you know, at the end of the music video, she does. But the point is, they all had that random drop to your knees with your chest exposed in some sort of severe element, usually rain. Sometimes it was severe heat. I don't know why.
Because it's different.
Because it's vulnerable.
Yes.
You have no control. You're letting everything affect you, and then you're just exposing your body to it. I think there was even snow at some point. I don't know. I feel like Boyz II Men might have done snow. I don't know why I seem to have that visual.
No,
but
I don't know.
Point is, everything outside of a freaking twister coming up from behind them.
New Edition, can you stand the rain?
Yes, I know, but they weren't chest exposed.
I know they
were just in the rain.
No, they were just.
But I love that song.
Yes.
But the point, but that's what that please, that the way he does it, I was like, whose window is he standing outside in the rain? Because I hear it. I hear it.
Okay.
He understood the assignment.
Yes, he did.
Even if he had to give it to himself.
Yes, he did. Yes, he understood the assignment.
All right, let's get to this last song because I feel like we've held you long enough. Into the Sun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I love that the sentiment of this song. I love the expression of love. I love the harmonies. It's strong, meaningful, and thoughtful. I'm going to say this. These last 3 songs, 12, 13, 14, them some bad songs. Them some bad songs. And they one right behind it. Playlists, we ain't leaving the room. Them some bad songs right there. Rob Meyer.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. And I have to say, go ahead. I'll.
No. Finish your thought.
No,
I feel like we shouldn't separate you.
No. But the vocals on this album. We said it at the beginning.
We'll say it until we lose our breath.
It is just phenomenal.
Or until they come out with the next album that has
it's just
supreme vocals.
Top notch. I tell you. When they say they worked hard, they worked hard. They worked hard. I'm a believer.
Never doubt. This song is so beautiful. I can't. I think I said it the last time when we talked about the first reaction. It was as soon as that first guitar strum.
Yes.
It got me the same way that "Give Me Love" by Ed Sheeran got me in that first guitar strum. Like I don't know what it is. There's just something about it, and it was just like, oh, you're gonna love this song. You're gonna love it, and I did. It describes a beautiful relationship between BTS and ARMY. I'll give us this one. The ones who stayed, who loved them through everything. The willingness each has to follow the other into the sun is something that needs to be studied. BTS really do love ARMY, and every interaction shows that one doesn't exist without the other.
Yes.
So
I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
And with that, we're going to go into the sun as we close the album.
Real quick, I wonder, because this is our first
comeback.
Yeah, comeback, or even just an introduction to a release.
And it'll be our first tour.
Yes. But I wonder, because we was talking about the content and what's coming out constantly, in this time, there's been so much. I wonder if it was done like this with all the releases.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure they had. I'm sure they do. Well, I think that's usually what happens when K-pop groups release. They have a comeback. They do have guest appearances on different variety shows to promote their album, their comeback. They're very active on their social media. Like, I don't know, seeing Suga post, I was like, wow, we are definitely in comeback season.
Well, see now, but and the reason why I thought maybe there was a difference, and I was wondering, is because this is like not just a new album release. This is like a comeback. It's been 4 years.
It's a true comeback because usually every album release is a comeback, and sometimes groups have multiple comebacks in a year.
Yeah.
But yes, the hiatus is huge, which I think is why it's such a big deal. But I think the process is still the same.
Okay.
Doing the different show appearances, promoting the album, promoting the singles, the release of different content. I think it is all done the same way. So I don't think they're deviating. I just wasn't prepared for it. And so like my under eyes are definitely feeling the effects.
Yeah.
But yes, you probably we will see them come live more often. Especially once the tour starts and they go like after shows.
No, guys, rest.
They're not going to, and they're not going to let us
rest. No, I need you to rest.
Well, I mean, they're not going to be live all night. They'll just do a quick live while they eat and, just talk about how funny that was.
I know J-Hope did that.
J-Hope did it. Jen did it every night.
Yeah, that's right. Jen did do it.
And Suga did it.
Rest.
I don't think he did it after, but he did. But the point is, they'll be more active. We'll be seeing a lot more of them and hearing from them, and it's all part of the process. I just, rest in peace, my sleep schedule.
Just get your rest.
Are you talking to me or them?
Them.
Both? No? Oh, you don't care about my rest. No, you guys get your rest.
Yeah, get
boys.
Your rest.
Boys, get your rest.
Please get your rest.
All of us, who cares?
Yeah, I need you.
Take care of your health.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we, I like that we were able to catch up with all of their albums by the time this came out. Unfortunately, we cannot say the same thing about Run BTS. Yes. Because they will have new, or they, oh, and wait, at the time of this one coming out, they had a new episode.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, we didn't get.
We still got a lot of Run BTS episodes to get through, so it'll be a while before we get to recap that. But we are gonna watch it.
Yes, we are.
We are gonna watch it because why wouldn't we?
That would be bad.
It would be dumb of us to not watch it.
Yes.
But yes, we will be back with Run BTS. Not new episodes, but continuing on. I don't even remember what episode we're on. We've been so ARIRANG focused that I forgot that we still have to watch Run BTS episodes.
67, 68.
Either way,
it's a 4-parter. The next set.
We're covering 4 episodes.
Yeah, 4 episodes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you then, and we'll have more to talk about because when don't we?
Right.
All right, guys. Bye.